quartzite, recently discovered in a region of Brazil. This variety contains a high concentration of pure quartz, the most translucent type. This characteristic gives crystal quartzite a semi-translucent appearance, creating incredible visual effects, especially when paired with the right lighting. On the outside, these blocks often have a grayish, almost unremarkable appearance, but once cut, they reveal a translucent white interior that is highly prized. These stones are found in massive deposits, with blocks the size of a small room, ready to be sliced and sold in various formats. So why is this rock so valuable? The answer lies in its usability and availability in large volumes. Precious stones like diamonds or rubies can be extremely valuable, but are rare and found in small quantities. Crystal quartzite, on the other hand, while less valuable individually, can generate fortunes because it's found in massive blocks that can be mined on a large scale. Here's the secret. Many people associate value solely with colorful and flashy gemstones. But in reality, industrial rocks like crystal quartzite have extraordinary potential, not only for high-end construction and decorative purposes, but also due to their abundance. When you combine a versatile material with availability in large quantities, the result can be a hidden open-pit gold mine. But what if you discover a quartzite deposit on your property? If your land has large rocks or sizable stone blocks, it may be worth investigating whether they're quartzite, granite, marble, or even another type of highly valuable ornamental stone. The first step is to check your region's mining laws to understand how to proceed legally. Then, contact a company specializing in extraction, and if possible, consult with a lawyer or trusted professional to ensure safe and contractual negotiations. Generally, if you're the property owner, the extraction process can be outsourced and formalized through legal agreements. Of course, the specifics will always depend on local laws. In addition to quartzite, there are many other ornamental rocks with significant commercial value. Even granite, which might seem ordinary, can turn into $1 million deposit if found in large volumes and of high quality. This highlights the importance of carefully analyzing the rocks on your property. Often, visible signs can indicate the presence of something valuable. Large exposed rock walls, like the ones on your screen now, are good indicators. Other times, stone veins on the ground, like this one, can reveal even greater potential. If these veins extend over long distances, as seen in some formations, such as the quartz vein in Arkansas that stretches for miles, the chances of finding something valuable increase. And what about those large, gray, seemingly dull stones? Many of them could be hiding true treasures if you take the time for a more detailed investigation. Other rare and valuable ornamental stones include blue marble, blue granite, and even industrial-grade amazonite. While amazonite is often associated with jewelry, there are deposits where it's extracted in massive blocks, similar to quartzite at industrial quality. These pieces weighing tons command a high market value, especially in luxury decoration and architectural projects. And it doesn't stop there. Areas rich in quartzite or granite may hold even more. Deposits of gemstones such as tourmalines, rubies, emeralds, and even diamonds. The combination of ornamental rocks and precious stones can transform any property into a literal gold mine. That's why if you find a pretty stone somewhere, don't throw it away before discovering what kind of gemstone it might be. To help you identify it, we've created the perfect resource, our ebook, Gemology Journey for Beginners, available through the first link in the video description or in the pinned comment. This guide is designed especially for beginners and includes detailed information on the characteristics of various gemstones, such as tourmalines, rubies, sapphires, topaz, emeralds, and more. Plus, by purchasing the ebook, you're directly supporting our project and helping others explore the fascinating world of gemstones. Remember, every stone you find in nature has the potential to be special. With dedication and the right knowledge, you can build an incredible collection or even turn your passion for gemstones into an extra source of income. If now isn't the right time to get the ebook, that's okay. Simply hit the subscribe button here on our channel and you'll gain access to a variety of free educational videos about gemstones posted every week. By the way, the next video is already on your screen. In it, you'll discover incredible gems that could change your journey into the world of gems. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Good luck, Gem Hunter.
Get a credit card annual fee waiver and earn Scene Plus points faster with the Scotiabank Ultimate Package and bank more entertainment. Learn more at scotiabank.com/banking packages. Conditions apply. Scotiabank. You're richer than you think.
Banana for scale. This is a huge metal blob. My client inherited it from a family member, and not knowing what it was, the blob was almost thrown away. Thankfully, it was brought to my shop instead. Can I uncover its secrets? Is it real gold? And if it is, how much gold is actually in there? It's really heavy. 533.3 grams heavy. Now, the first step in my investigation is to cut a small sliver off of this blob. I'm going to use my gold tester to find out just exactly what it's made of. Using an acid solution, this machine will tell me whether the metal is not gold, 10 karat, 14 karat, 18, etc. Dipping the sliver down into the acid well, I can see that it's very clearly reading 10 karat. But just to make sure, I want to check my solution with this 18 karat gold ring. Bingo. 10 karat gold is 41.7% pure. In other words, 41.7% of this blob is pure gold, which means 58.3% is not. It's other metals, and who knows what else. The mission: extract the pure gold. Using chemistry, literal gold refining. But there's just one problem. I'm not a chemist. In fact, I've never even taken a chemistry class. Math tells me that I should be able to extract 222 grams of pure gold. So I think the 222 grams is the best case scenario. I'm actually expecting a lot less than that. In fact, it looks like the blob maybe wasn't even completely melted all the way through. You can see it was kind of fragmented here, the way that it's folded on top of itself. It just kind of looks weird. So I'm really interested to see what the final total is. So let's go ahead and melt this down and start refining. Off to a great start. My largest crucible and the blob won't even fit inside. Nothing a little fire can't fix. The blob has imploded down into the crucible, and it's taking an extreme amount of heat to get it into the liquid state. You can see just how much sludge and flux has built up around this beautiful golden sun. I attempted to pour some out of the crucible. It didn't go super well, but it's already incredibly satisfying to see just how much junk has separated from the gold. Next, I'll be doing some water casting. Now, some jewelers use this method to create some really cool looking organic shapes. Basically, all you do is liquefy your metal and pour it over water. I didn't know it at the time, but I was actually making a mistake here. You see, I don't want this beautiful looking mountain that sort of looks like an erupting volcano. I actually wanted a bunch of small individual pieces. And there definitely are some there, but the majority of the gold all got stuck together, primarily due to the fact that the beaker was too small. There wasn't enough time for the gold to cool properly before it just adhered to itself. It really was just a rookie mistake. I mean, it kind of looks cool, I guess. I don't know. Let's turn it and see this. Oh my. The blob has a face. This is the face of the blob. This is the personality of the blob manifesting itself. It's alive. And now he's dead. But never dead. Just melted into a new shape. Gone, but never forgotten. Trying the water casting again, this time in a 5-gallon bucket. Yes. These were the flakes I was looking for. This is so much better. And you can see a lot of the darker flux actually separated from the gold as well, which I'm super happy about. I then took all my gold nuggets and boiled them in distilled water. Using a stirring rod, I really wanted to break apart any of the flux and dirt and anything else that was in there that wasn't part of the original alloy itself. You can just see how dirty this beaker is. I also used this filter, which has a filter paper inside, and it did a perfect job at capturing just a lot of that junk. But there's also a lot of gold in there, so I don't want to throw it away. I want to rinse out my filter and my filter paper. I'm going to keep this in a separate beaker, and it's just really fun to see how much the gold is already getting cleaned up. I'm going to deal with this dirtier beaker later. I have a plan on how I'm going to get that gold out of there. Pouring off the cleaner gold into a filter, there's still some bigger black pieces I need to hand pick out, but the bigger problem is this dirty beaker that has a lot of really small pieces of gold. I was really hoping this black stuff would just be water soluble and just dissolve on its own, but it was being pretty stubborn, so I came up with the idea of just pouring it into this filter paper, folding it up. I'm going to put it in my crucible, melt the whole thing down, and separate the gold from it that way. And that worked perfectly. I'm super happy that I took the time to get every little tiny piece of gold that was left over, because when you add it all up, it's 17.5 grams. Very much worth it. I'm gonna add this little guy back to the group, and just look at how clean it looks. I'm already so happy. It's starting to look like gold, which is pretty fun. Next, I wanna throw this on the scale just to see how much junk we got rid of and how much metal is left over. So we are at 514.6 grams. The blob has already slimmed down by 18.7 grams, and we have this beautiful flake left over ready to dissolve. It's time for the chemistry.
Warning, this video contains methods and procedures that are extremely dangerous. I'll be handling acids that are incredibly corrosive, toxic fumes are present, as in they can kill you, and that's bad. Please do not try this at home.
I start by adding 3 parts hydrochloric acid to my metal. Next comes 1 part nitric acid, and the reaction is swift. This is aqua regia, a liquid so corrosive